Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I hope you've been doing fine and you're enjoying your time wherever you are. So if you're new here today, my name is Walda Biyaki and you should totally click on the subscription button below so that you can get notified every time I upload something new. So today I'm here to talk about the Kenya's latest film. I think if you haven't heard about it, then you're about to hear about it. So the film is called Mission to Rescue, and basically speaking, it's a story about rescue. Yeah, it's a story about rescue. So the plot itself, it's in the title, Mission to Rescue. But then again, when you watch it, you're like, okay. First of all, I'm like, if we're going to say it's Mission to Rescue, that there are almost two types of rescue. I could have said there were two different types of rescues where that Muslim guy, I don't know how his name is pronounced. He's rescuing these people who have run away from the Al-Shabaab and sending them back home. And then there's the main rescue, which happens when the assistant county commissioner gets kidnapped and we go to rescue him. But then again, when you actually watch the film, the first type of Nini rescue is like, it actually doesn't have a plot because those people actually disappear at some point. You're like, the film was over. I was like, what happened to those guys? But and then if I say the film is about rescuing the assistant county commissioner, it means that the film started 30 minutes into the film because that's when the abductions happened, and then they started planning the rescue, which means the first 30 minutes were like it was just a drag. Like there was nothing happening, and because the main characters we established, they were like Shark. I will say, I don't know, it's that Muslim guy who rescues people, captain, and then yeah, basically those, and then after the abduction, after the kidnapping happens, most of these people most of the people who appeared in the first 30 minutes start disappearing, you know. That's why I'm saying I don't know actually what the plot was because it's okay if it's the rescuing of the commissioner, then the film started at 30 minutes into the film, which is like, then why did you put the first 30, you know? Because if you're going to make a film, you should take at most 5 minutes to establish who the main character is. The main character is, you know. But then anyway, that's it. So the plot is in the title, Mission to Rescue. They're rescuing the assistant county commissioner. So basically speaking, yeah, that's it. And then the casting was amazing. Okay, it was good. I would say good. Weirdly speaking, for me, the best character, the character I actually loved was Jibril, who's like the head of the head of the Al-Shabaab group, you know, the one that abducted the county commissioner, assistant county commissioner, because the guy could speak Swahili. I was like, that's good Swahili. But apart from that, the other characters were good. Captain was good, and then what's up with all the people who actually were on the mission, all the police, all the soldiers who are in the film are male. Me personally speaking, I'm not a feminist, so it doesn't affect me really that much. But it's 2021, you know, there ought to be a female on the team. And then apart from that, we had two ladies on the film, and then I'm like, first it was that girl who calls, and then we are like, is it the lover of all the you know, sister? But then it turns out she's the daughter. And then there's that lady who came there and she was just speaking for 50 seconds, and you're like, whatever. But apart from that, the casting was okay. Okay, the dialogue, I had a problem with the dialogue. There are a lot of things that we could have just not said. Seriously, I mean, writing dialogue is still hard for some people, but seriously, some things at that point where those two officers are fighting, those two soldiers are fighting, and the other guy comes and guys, let's just kiss and make up. I mean, what? Seriously, kiss and make up. And that's not the point. That's the only part. And then there's that point where the negotiator is negotiating with the terrorist, and the guy is like, relax, relax. Oh, you're telling the terrorist to relax, one. Oh my god. the dialogue needed a lot of constructing, because if you actually have watched a film where the dialogue is precise, it's purposeful, and then you watch this and they're talking and you're like, okay, I'm not getting the purpose, you know. It's like the first time when there's this officer, they were playing cards, and he says that he has gotten a message that the wife is pregnant, and he's going to the hospital. And then at that point in time, the information about the wife is really, really relevant. And then, but at that point where they're going with Captain, and he's like, I have a wife to get back to. Now that is it. We know why he's here and why he's trying to stay alive. But like, I don't know. The dialogue needed a lot of construction. And then the cinematography, I loved all the establishment shots. They were like, I mean, it's like, seriously, you made me want to go to those parks. I want to say Wajir. I'm not sure if it's Wajir or something up there, and you know, and see the location, because the shots were amazing. And then the camera work was good. The camera work was good, actually. It was good, yeah. And yeah, there's nothing I'll say about that. And the soundtrack, sound effects were amazing. I love them. The way you're using the perfect sound effects at the perfect timing, and the perfect sound tracks to create the momentum, to create the tension. It was just amazing for me. That was amazing. And yeah, I think that's all. Yeah, the costume and the props. The costume was amazing, like, seriously. I don't know if you actually went to an army base and borrowed the costumes, but I don't think they actually allow that. But like, it was amazing the way all these people were dressed up, and the props, they looked legit, you know, those guns. They looked legit. So the problems I had with this film, first of all, there were a lot of characters that were popping up and just disappearing, you know. Like at the beginning, you know, after the ambush, we see this officer, this chief, I won't say chief, talking to the people, but then after that he goes, and then at some point another officer comes and pops up and he goes. And then after the assistant commissioner county commissioner is abducted, kidnapped. I feel like it's the same thing. So that these two people come to ask, you know, and then they just disappear. And then there were those people who are being rescued from the Al-Shabaab. They also disappeared. Their story just disappeared, you know. The negotiator just came there and said, you know, try, you know, after telling the terrorists to relax. Which is really, you shouldn't have done that. He disappears again. We didn't see any negotiations happening, because the point of bringing a negotiator into the film is to actually see them negotiate, you know. But then we don't see him again until the end of the film, where he actually comes up and he's suddenly there, you know. And then, yeah, that was my main problem with the entire story. And then the other problem was the impact of the bombs. You know, it was just boom, then nothing. Like, seriously. the best part about something blowing up is actually to see the fire. So this thing blows up and we just see the smoke, whatever. They always say where there's smoke there's fire, which means there was fire, you know. But it could have added some amazing visual effects if there was the actual fire, which we just see the car burning up and stuff. But apart from that, I think that's it for me. So the film, for me, I watched the film on Baze, which should be a story for another day. But you can watch it. I think it was on the cinemas, but I don't think it's still there in the cinemas, whatever. I don't think if it's still there. But if you want to watch it, you can actually you want to watch it at the comfort of your home. You can just log on to Baze, yeah, and then you watch it. But the problem with Baze is you just watch it on portrait. Do you know how that small is? Do you know how that small is? So I'm screaming at my phone. I'm like, wait. seriously, at least they should be able to rotate it, because at some point I wanted to rewind a little bit, but then with my fat fingers I just go all the way over, and then I start over. At some point I almost gave up, but I was like, for the love of film. All in all, this film was 1 hour 37 minutes. It was a film by Foxton Media, and it was a good film. It was I don't want to say an okay, because that would be like, but like, it's good. If you have 1 hour 37 minutes and free bundles, and or you are those people who have the luxury of Wi-Fi, you can actually watch it. But like, yeah, it's an amazing film. It is a good film, but it could have been an amazing film. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope to see you next time, or you see me next time, because